So this is my start of June garden tour to kind of see where we're at now. So some stuff isn't thriving, some stuff is thriving. I just kind of wanted to update the channel, kind of keep it clear. So first of all, over here we have our runner beans. Next to them we have some of the other beans that I have planted. They're doing well. These are all pumpkins, doing well. They need to be repotted soon. Take a look at their roots. Yeah, they're coming out awesome. Need to be repotted soon. These are lettuce and then kale. We've got two kale come up and only one lettuce that I can see. And I haven't noticed any of the lettuce that I planted outside come up either, so not sure what's going on there. The basil planters coming up. There's some chamomile coming up. The tomatoes are doing well. That are inside. And the ones that are outside, you'll see them soon. These ones are getting pretty big, so I can add the rest that need to go outside soon, because there's still a couple of spots out there waiting. The yellow courgettes are doing well just down here, and then down there we've got cucumbers which are all doing well, other than the two that are dead there that died a while ago. A tomato, oh that tomato's died actually next to it, I didn't notice that. That's okay. There's enough tomatoes because there's more tomatoes up here. Then these are two peppers which have come up, and then these are strawberries. Again, we've got a death there and I'm not sure why. But these are strawberries. I'm doing what it said as per the instructions, but are these not meant to grow strawberries until next year, I presume? Which seems strange. And then another pepper down there. And then these peppers are chili peppers that I desperately need to repot, which I need to get to now if I can. And that's a tomato, and then we've got some leeks coming up over here. Not all of them are. God, these tomatoes smell good. Then some of the herbs are coming back in the herb tower. We've got some coriander there, some basil there, some chives there, and then some are completely dead like this. So I do need to plant some more in there. The strawberries did well, but they're kind of finished producing now. Let's see if we go outside. My kiwi plant's doing well, nice and bushy. Raspberry plant is doing its own thing, I'm not sure about that. These are more beans. I really need to get the sticks out because they are sending off shoots for them. I also have a sunflower coming up back here. I only seem to have one sunflower coming up, which is strange because I planted a lot. But hopefully more will come up. Then these still have nothing planted in them yet. These are flowering and look super pretty. The blueberry bush is starting to put on blueberries. The tomatoes are doing well that are out here too. And I just need to fill in the last line in the gap there. Oh, here we have even more beans going down this line and this line. And there's some sugar snap peas, which right now we can probably pick. Let's see. I'd say this one's ready to pick. We also have a random tomato plant coming up. I can also see that this bean has clearly been eaten by something, so something to bear in mind. I planted tons of lettuce and sunflowers and everything over here, and it was covered with a net at the time, but nothing's come up, so again, something to note. Probably need to put the netting back over, but it came off in the wind because we had a huge storm. Then in the last bed I have 2 for pumpkins coming up, and these sunflowers are coming up really well back here. So there's 2 lines of sunflowers, and these ones are actually coming up, so it just shows you how things will turn out differently in different areas of the garden. And I need to get the rest of this bed planted out. But for today, I think I'm just going to repot the peppers, and this smells really good. I can't wait to eat this in a minute. So let's get to repotting. Okay, just to preface this with, I am wearing pajama trousers because it's pretty early, because it's meant to pour it down all of today. And I knew I needed to get these done today. These are not damp at all, but it is what it is. The soil I'm putting them into is damp. Into yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna try and get these apart. Because initially I planted these as an entire pepper from a plant that I had last year, and the pepper had been left on the plant over winter. I found it in the greenhouse this summer at the beginning, and I just planted it into a pot and thought, let's see what comes up. And it did better than all the chili pepper seeds that I bought. It did way better. Which is funny, because the original chili plant was actually made from a chili pepper from Tesco. So I kind of want to keep this tradition going and have some more plants and some more peppers, keep the plants for a couple of years, and then take the peppers off and grow even more plants, if I can. So let's see how these turn out. So here they are, repotted. I don't need to label them because frankly I'll know that they're basically the only peppers that actually turned out. So they don't need labeling because I can tell that they're a pepper just by looking at them. I'm not sure what's going on with a couple of these leaves. I'm not sure if that's bug damage or just damage because they were all tangled up in a teeny tiny pot. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see. How damp is everything else? Tomatoes are very damp. I think what I'll do is I'll probably water everything in here, because these probably need a little bit more water. Like I say, these are starting to flower. I really need to get these tomato plants out. Oh, I might have to get that done today, but it might start pouring it down any second now. Like, look how well this tomato plant's doing, and a lot of them are starting to put on flowers. This one isn't. So let's take this one for example, in this teeny tiny pot. One of them's fallen down, and it's putting on flowers. And this is the type that I need to plant out because I have none of these planted out. And this type, cherry, I need to plant out cherries. They're in such a teeny tiny pot, they're doing so well. The roots must be getting mad in there. I think I'm gonna have to get those planted out today. So here I'm in the garden planting out the tomato plants because I decided to get it done that day. And over the course of this video, it goes on to the next day as well, where I plant out some other bits. So it took me a couple of days to get all this planted out, but now pretty much everything's planted out. So here are all the tomatoes planted out and looking nice, and I also have a couple of chamomile plants spotted around in them. And here are my beans that I added the trellis to. So here I'm planting out a different bed. So at the end I already have some sunflower seeds, and some pumpkin seeds that I planted with you, and some of them have come up really well, like I showed you before. And so I'm planting in some yellow courgettes, some cucumbers right at the front there, and some tomato plants in between. And then I'm also going to plant a line of basil. No, 2 lines of basil, so a line of basil between the yellow courgettes and the tomatoes. And then another line of basil between the tomatoes and between the pumpkins and the yellow courgettes. And then between the tomatoes and the cucumbers, I'm adding in a line of coriander. So I'm trying to plant herbs between things this year. That's something I haven't done previously, but I'm hoping it will prevent some of the bug issues and stuff like that. I do get some plant food onto all of these plants once I'm finished up as well. So here I'm just getting in a few small pieces of bamboo for the cucumbers, just for them to hold on to for now. I'll get some bigger pieces in a sort of trellis style as well. So here I am, like I said, planting the herbs. I'm planting, like I said, 2 lines of basil, 1 line of coriander. All the basil because I really want to do some homemade pesto this year if I have enough. So lastly for this bed, I'm just trimming the edges of the grass, and I do get the grass mowed later on. So here is the bed fully planted out, looking nice. We've got a variety of different plants in here. Last year I mostly went with cucumbers, but I have some cucumbers in the greenhouse this year that are doing really well, so I didn't want to move them. This is what I'm feeding them with, which is Big Tom. I usually use Tomorite Organic, but they didn't have any of that in the shop. But right here you can see the ingredients. And I use 2 mini caps of that per watering can. And then give that a good water and plant feeding. I noticed a huge difference between the plants that I feed and the plants that I don't. So last year I noticed a huge difference, but this year I'm trying to water and give plant food to all the plants that want it, and trying to figure out the right amount. And here's the tomatoes that are half trellised up, and the bed that we did. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.